Right, well, here we go with another video. Hopefully you guys all having a fantastic day. Right now, we're going to be doing a rebuild challenge. Big shout out King of Fourth Quarter. Might have pinched it off his channel. He did not using any point guards and winning championships. Today, we're going to not use any centers and hopefully win a championship. And to make it even more difficult, if it says power forward center, we can't use them. So we're going to have to play a pretty oversized small forward or something like that. We can play at the center position. Not 100% sure yet who I'm going to run. So before we do get into this, be sure to subscribe. That'd be absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for 25,000. That's absolutely sick. 30k next. I don't know if we can do that by the Christmas, but if we can, that is huge. So yeah, subscribe, like the video. That helps us out a bunch. Let's get into today's rebuild. So like we do, we need a fancy draft, which means we need to get ourselves a team, and because we can't spin anything on 2K, we've got a wheel. So 3, 2, 1, let's spin this, see what team we actually end up getting, and it is the Utah Jazz. It is a random fantasy draft, so we'll see what pick we do end up getting. Hopefully it's a decent one, that'd be sick, and then we'll just simulate the entire draft. You know what? It could be a lot worse. 14, middle of the pack, we should be getting decent players. You know what? I'd take Kyrie or Lillard. Lillard's a 90 overall. Damn, son. Anyway, we got to sim the draft anyway, so I'll see you guys with that team. I'm quite okay with this team. Kyrie, LeVert, Cunningham, Schroeder. We have to trade DeMarcus, Xavier Tillman, all those guys, but like, it's not bad. We don't exactly have the greatest of young talent, but it's not bad. This season, we are going to be trading away Cade Cunningham. If it was a longer rebuild, yes, I'd keep him, but we are going to be trading away Cade Cunningham for this video, actually. Kyrie Irving is going to probably be staying on this team as well, so we'll hold on to him, but LeVert, Cunningham, all these boys can probably get traded. The only thing that we didn't get is large contracts, because that would have been handy if we could get a larger contract, you know. Jaylen Brown and Fred VanVleet is a shout. We can't get Rudy Gobert because he's a center. Same with Jonas Valanciunas. So Jaylen Brown and Fred VanVleet might be the best option we're going to get offered up. However, I need to find ourselves a player that we can play at the center position, because that's going to be the hardest position to fill, I think, now. I reckon our man could be PG. If we can get PG with like Scotty Barnes. Actually, Scotty Barnes has got a bit of trade value. Jalen Suggs. Chuck in Dennis Schroeder. Will that trade go through? If we chucked in a first round pick, still not it. Couple of seconds. Come on. No? Okay. Fine then. What about this trade just here? There we go. We just got ourselves PG. PG can be our starting center. As sad as that sounds, but PG is going to be our starting center. Now we need a shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and then we've got ourselves a starting five. I'm not sure how the hell we're going to do it because we have 0 salary, but we will find a way. We'll find a way. Kuminga and Schroeder. We need ourselves a power forward, shooting guard, and a small forward. So I'm probably going to look for salary at the moment. Derek White and a first round pick. Derek White is making himself some money. So we can use that. We can use that to our advantage with DeMarcus Cousins. Hopefully we get a decent player. No? Okay, we'll chuck in this Celtics first that we just got. That's 2.5 stars. Jared Allen is a center. We can't get him. Mike Conley, Mikal Bridges, and Jeremiah Grant. Could be a shout. That's looking like the best trade we're going to get offered up at the moment. So I'll take it. That gives us a lot more depth as well. So that's not bad. Jeremiah Grant with Xavier Tillman now. Still looking for that starting shooting guard. I would have taken Domantas Sabonis, but he has a center listed as his secondary positions. We can't take Domantas Sabonis. Same with John Collins. We can't do that because his backup position is a center. So I'm looking at either OG Anunoby or Jonathan Isaac. We may have signed Taj Gibbs into the mid-level exception just to help our cap situation. To maybe bring ourselves like a Chris Boucher. That gives us a little bit more salary flexibility. Well, not flexibility, but like more salary that we can use. Bring in Drew Holiday and Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese can be a backup point guard for us, and then Drew Holiday plus Mikal Bridges should be able to get us a couple of players here, hopefully. That's the plan. Klay Thompson and Robert Covington is not a bad plan. Or Jaylen Brown and Fred VanVleet. We have to go up Tyrese Maxey, though. Can we do that without giving up Tyrese? I'll give you Denny Avdia instead. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Okay, you want Mike Muscala? We get TJ McConnell. Works for me. So now, Jaylen Brown is going to be our starting small forward, and VanVleet... I don't know how this is going to work, but our backcourt is Kyrie and VanVleet with Jaylen Brown. PG can be our starting center. We now need ourselves a starting power forward, and we've got a starting five somehow. Don't ask us how we've got here. Just accept the ride, all right? So TJ McConnell with I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, mate. Starting power forward, mate. But he can't have a backup center position, otherwise we can't use him. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Derek Jones Jr. first, then trade Willie Cauley-Stein and Boban Marjanovic for someone making money like that guy, the bloke that we can't pronounce name. Then we got Xavier Tillman alongside Derek Jones Jr. Anybody want to give us someone making like 10 mil? Larry Nance. So I'm thinking Larry Nance, Jabari Parker is probably the best way to go. And then Larry Nance plus Vernon Carey. Anybody want to give us even more salary that we can then trade? Yes, Marcus Smart, 15 million. That's a smart idea. Nice pun, Cameron. You're so punny. Marcus with Pazinskis. That's why we didn't attempt to pronounce his name. Can we get another bigger salary, please? Evan Fournier, 17 mil. Can anyone beat 17? 18 mil. Bogdan Bogdanovic. 20 mil by Danilo Gallinari. Is he a backup? No, he's backup small forward. That can work. That can work. I'll take Danilo Gallinari and Victor Oladipo, mate. Because if we pair them together, we're still looking for a starting power forward, aren't we? We are still looking for a starting power forward. We can go Buddy Hield. He's making 23 million, so we're slowly making our way up the food chain here. We got ourselves Buddy Hield, which paired with Terrence Davis can get us John Collins. I would have loved John Collins, but he's a backup center. Can't use him. I mean, we could go D'Angelo Russell. He's got 3 stars. Whereas Wiggins also has 3 stars. I'm going D'Angelo Russell and Nick Batum, mate. Sure, we don't have any first round picks, so that should be fine. Looking for a starting power forward. J. Rue Holiday could be a potential piece that we use and flip later on. I mean, by later on, I mean now. Chuck in with Jabari Parker. We need a starting power forward, and I saw Jeremy Grant, and he seems to be the best option right now. So I'm going to take Jeremy Grant, and to be honest with you, I'm tempted just to run this starting 5. It could be a lot worse than it looks. You know what? We got PG, Brown, and Irving as scoring options, and then Van Vliet and Jeremy Grant. You know what? We got decent players. We then also have Tyrese Maxey off the bench. Cool. We just need 3 other players off this bench, and we've got a rotation. How are we going to fill this bench? No idea, but we'll figure it out. Jordan Poole for this bench. I don't mind that. He can be a backup too, alongside Tyrese Maxey. Javonte Green, I think, could potentially be someone we use. Patty Mills, mate. That contract is going to come in handy. Yes, this is once in a lifetime thing. We just traded for Patty Mills to flip him. Normally don't do that. I would recommend highly not to do that. But Royce O'Neal, mate, and Juan Toscano. That fills out a couple of positions. That plays defense. Okay. Use Toscano with Rodney Hood. Could we get ourselves a power forward? No, we got ourselves Corey Joseph just because of the contract situation. We can then get ourselves Taj Gibson, who's making a bit more money as well. Pairing with PJ Dozier. You know who I'm looking for? I'm looking for Jay Crowder. He can be a backup power forward. TJ McConnell is making 7.5 mil. We can use TJ. TJ with Boban is looking like the next best option. Anybody making like Jay Crowder? There we go. That's who the men we were looking for. You guys ready for this extra fun rotation? Kyrie, Van Vliet, Jaylen Brown, Jeremy Grant, and PG-13 is our starting 5 with Tyrese Maxey, Jordan Poole, Royce O'Neal, and Jay Crowder off this bench. First scoring option, I think we're going to have Kyrie, and then Brown, and then PG. Yeah, sure, that can work. I'll make it work. I mean, the best system we're looking at is probably either 7 seconds. We're going to have to outrun our team, just so PG can get a mismatch. We're just going to have to try and outpace them. And this year, we are probably projected one of the worst teams. No, we're the projected 9th seed. Cool. Let's simulate the season. Maybe we can do all right. Right, All-Stars. We get PG, who's our starting center. He's an All-Star. He's our only All-Star as well, which is surprising. We got a 28-25 record and we're the 8th seed. I'm looking to get better, boys. I'm looking to get better. Is there any selling teams? James Harden. To be honest, we don't exactly have a lot of trade assets, like picks-wise. It's going to be hard to make a trade for anyone crazy. Look, I see Luka, but like, I don't have the assets to get him. Without giving up half our team, we just can't get him. So, I mean, it's not really worth it. We'll just sim the rest of the season. Jokic wins MVP on the Timberwolves. It seems to be Scotty Barnes, Andre Drummond, Giannis, Obi, Rick Carlisle, all those boys there. Well done, boys. Do we get any awards? That'd be pretty cool if we do. But we do. We get PG All NBA second team. Alright, bet. Yeah, we finished as a 6th seed. So we did make guaranteed playoffs. We won 43 and 39. If you want these stats, PG did drop 25, 8.6 and 6, 2.1 steals and 1.2 blocks a game. Considering he played at the center position, not too bad. Kyrie also dropped 20.2, Brown dropped 20.1. So maybe we change from Kyrie to PG as our scoring option. Because apparently PG wants to steal ball and get crazy stats. Yeah, I think PG is going to be our first scoring option now. Game 1, it's an L. Game 2, it's a W. Game 3 is a W. Game 4 is an L. Game 5 is an L. Game 6 is a dub. So guess what? We got a Game 7 in the first round. Which, thank goodness, we won somehow. Don't ask us how we did it, but we'll find out in a sec who we're versing. We're taking on the 7th 7th-seeded Mavericks. Right on, who have Campazzo. They've got Anthony Davis as their best player with Bobby Portis. Do you reckon 2K's going to like us or them more? Probably them more, let's be honest. They don't like any team that the Jazz put together. We're currently down 3-1, so we're probably going to lose. We forced it to Game 6 at least. We've forced to Game 7. Okay, we forced to Game 7. And somehow, we come back from being 3-1 down, boys. This is some intense... We're the 6th seed, boys. Oh my goodness. We've got the Portland Trail Blazers. Who have they got? Who have the Blazers got? They've got Kyle Lowry, CJ McCollum, Zion Williamson, and Sadiq Bey. They do have themselves quite the team, let's be honest. And I accidentally pressed round and we lost in the Western Conference Finals in 5 games. I didn't mean to press round. We would have been taking on the 76ers. Who have the Sixers got? Sixers have Tatum, Tobias, John Wall, Mitch Robinson. So yeah, we probably wouldn't have beaten the Sixers, let's be honest. Yeah, they go on to win the championship, JT Finals MVP. So guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have a challenge that you guys would like to see, be sure to leave a comment down below. That'd be absolutely amazing. If you made it this far in the video, be sure to subscribe. There's going to be a thing that pops up in a sec where you can subscribe, so that'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Subscribe!